Hi, boys and girls. We're going to do the Easter story from the Bible one more time, but we're going to do it in a different way. And many of you had a chance to see this and do this at preschool this week. But just in case you didn't, we'll do it here. And if you did, it's a good way to review. It's a fun way, a different way to review the Easter story. So we're going to be using, what are these? I know these are plastic Easter eggs, and you may notice that all of them have a number. And that means that we're going to cover the information starting with number 1 and ending with number 12 because that's how many eggs that we can have in a container like this. And in each egg is something special to remind us of a piece of the Easter story. So, should we get started? We need to start with egg number 1. Do I have a 1 there? I do. And I have to open it up. I have to be careful. Oh my goodness. What do I have in the egg? What is this? Is that a donkey? I know. What do you remember about a donkey? Jesus sent his friends to find a donkey? And what did Jesus do when they found the donkey? He got on the donkey and he rode it, didn't he? And do you remember what town he rode it to? Jerusalem, that's right. And what did people shout? Hosanna, Hosanna to the King. And what did they do on the road? Oh, they put their clothes, like their coats, and what else? Palm branches down. And the donkey walked over those as Jesus was riding on the donkey, didn't it? That's right. And oh, that was so happy. That was such a happy time. And everybody was happy except for, I know the leaders were not happy. They were not happy at all because everybody was following Jesus and not them. All right. After number 1, what number do I need? Oh, do I have a number 2? Good job. I do have a number 2. I wonder what's in here. Oh, there's more than one thing. What are these? Are those pieces of silver? Oh my. Do you remember what happened with these pieces of silver? There was a friend of Jesus, one of his disciples, named Judas, and Judas had a bad idea. And do you remember what his bad idea was? He told the leaders where they could find Jesus. Oh my goodness. And what did the leaders give him? Money. They gave him 30 pieces of silver to tell them where to find Jesus. Well, that's kind of a sad thing, isn't it? So the ride into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday was a happy thing, but it was a bad thing when Judas decided to tell the leaders where Jesus was. All right, after number 2, what number do I need? I need number 3, don't I? Oh, I found it. I wonder what's in here. Oh, do you know what this is? I know this is a special cup, isn't it? And do you know what was in this cup? Wine. And this reminds us of when Jesus, on a Thursday called Maundy Thursday, which is actually today, Maundy Thursday, Jesus sat down with his disciples and he had a special meal. And during the meal, he broke some bread and gave everybody a piece of bread. And he put wine in this cup and passed it around, and everybody had a little wine. And he said, every time you eat the bread and drink from the cup, remember me. That's right. Remember me. And that was a pretty good time for that. And that was called the Last Supper. The Last Supper. And we call it the Lord's Supper or Holy Communion when we eat the bread and drink the wine in church now. Okay. What number do I need after number 3? Oh, I need a 4. There's a 4. All right. I wonder what's in here. Oh, okay. What are these hands doing? Can you tell? I'll show you what it looks like. What are they doing? They're praying because on that Thursday night, Jesus went to a garden of Gethsemane. That's not easy to say, and I almost blew it. Gethsemane. There we go. And Jesus prayed. He prayed a long time, and he had his friends come with him, and he asked them to stay up and pray with him, but they kept falling asleep. And you know what, boys and girls? Sometimes we think, well, Jesus is God, and it didn't hurt him to be hung on the cross and die. But I want you to know it did. It hurt Jesus a lot. And when he prayed in the garden, Jesus asked God if God could take that away from him, that he wouldn't have to die on the cross. But he said to God, not what I want, but what you want. And God needed to have Jesus die on the cross, didn't he? All right, so that's kind of sad to think about that. What number do I need after number 4? Do I need a number 5? I do. I wonder what's in here. Oh my. Oh, I know what this is. Do you know what this is? This is a leather strap to remind us that when the soldiers captured Jesus, which they did at the Garden of Gethsemane because Judas told them that Jesus would be there, they took Jesus and they whipped him. Do you think that hurt? You bet. And that's what this reminds us of, the whip that the soldiers used on Jesus. And that's a sad thing too, isn't it? All right, what number should I get after number 5? Well, I should try to get the number 6 out of here. Oh, is that a 6? It is. Very good. Oh, this reminds me of something else. You know what this is? This was the crown of thorns. You see, the leaders said that Jesus wasn't God's son. He wasn't a king. And so they pretended to make fun. Well, they made fun of him. They pretended that he was a king when he really was a king. They were the ones that were wrong. But they made a crown of thorns and they pressed that crown really, really hard onto Jesus' head. And if you think of a rose with its thorns, you can understand how those thorns could prick Jesus and prick his head. And that would be a hard, hard thing for Jesus. So they made him wear a crown of thorns. And that was a sad thing, too. All right, after 6, what number do I need? I need 7, don't I? That's right. What's in 7? Oh, what's this? I know it's a cross. And can you tell what the cross is made out of? It's made out of nails. Can you see that? Do you see the nails? And there's a nail that goes down, and there's a nail here, 2, and a third nail here, 3. It kind of reminds me that they put a nail in each hand, so that's 1, 2, and then they kind of crossed Jesus' legs and put probably a bigger nail in the area where his ankles are. Oh my goodness, do you think that would hurt? Oh, you bet it would hurt. And that's a very sad thing. Remember, this all hurt Jesus. It did. All right, what number's after 7? Is it 8? Is this 8? Oh, good. All right, what's an 8? Oh, do you know what this is? It's a die. Sometimes we use a die, don't we? But this die was used by soldiers. And Jesus was wearing this beautiful purple robe. And some of the soldiers that took Jesus to the cross and nailed him to the cross decided, well, one of us should take the robe. But then they decided, well, who takes it? Well, we'll play a game and we'll use the die. And they rolled the die, and one soldier rolled a 1, and another soldier rolled a 3, and another soldier rolled a 6. So who got to take it? Yeah, the soldier that rolled the 6, didn't he? He could take that home. And that was a sad thing, too. So many sad things happened to Jesus on the day he died. All right? And that was on Friday. We call it Good Friday. It was good for us, good for the world, but very hard for Jesus. All right, what number is after 8? Is it 9? Is this a 9? Oh, I hope so. All right. Oh, no. What is this? This is called a spear. And do you know what the soldiers did with the spear? They wanted to make Jesus die faster. So they took the spear and they put it in Jesus' side. Oh, do you think that was fun? No, that hurt Jesus, didn't it? And that was very, very sad. All right, what number is after 9? Is it 10? I know. Oh, what's in here? Oh, this is a piece of fabric, a cloth. What did they use the cloth for? That's right. After Jesus died, they took Jesus' body off the cross and wrapped it. They wrapped it in cloth like this. Okay. All right. And that was sad. All of Jesus' friends were crying at that point. It was so sad. What number is after 10? 11? Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's a rock. Where do we hear about a rock in this Easter story? That's right. When they took the body off of the cross and wrapped it in the cloth, then they took it and put it in a tomb, kind of like a cave, and then they rolled the rock in front of it. And soldiers even guarded it so nobody could take the body. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is all so sad. And a lot of this sad stuff happened on Good Friday. All right, what number's after 11? Is it 12? Oh my goodness. Well, what's in here? What's in here? Nothing. Oh, you guys. Now the story is happy again, because when Jesus' friends went to the tomb where Jesus' body had been put, and they looked inside, was Jesus there? No, he was gone. And the angel said, Jesus is alive. Oh my goodness, now this is the happy part of the story. Yay, Jesus is alive. So we went through all of those very, very, very sad things and very, very, very hard things for us. You know why Jesus did that? Because he loved us so much. He loved us so much that he died on a cross for us, which was not an easy thing for Jesus. Remember, he died for all the wrong things that we do. Jesus didn't do anything that was wrong, but Jesus loved us so much that he died on the cross for us. Isn't that amazing? And we need to remember that Jesus loved us so much that he died on the cross. That's how much love he has for us. And we need to remember to show that love back to Jesus, and we can do that by loving everybody else. Don't you think that's amazing? All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Easter, and I can't wait to see you in another week or so. All right, bye-bye, and remember, Jesus is alive.